What's up, everyone? This is Nate with another Out of the Theater review. Just got home from Creed 3, so I'm going to go ahead and give you my quick spoiler-free review of the movie. If you don't want to know what happens at all, don't worry. I won't be going into any detail with the story or anything like that. So, Creed 3, I'll be honest with you, I was looking forward to it. I thought it was going to be pretty good. The trailers are pretty good. I was a little disappointed. I gotta be honest, I was a little disappointed. Most of the reviews have been like decent or better than bad. And I don't know, I think, let's stay with the positives first. So on the plus side, the fight scenes are pretty well done. Anytime they're boxing, Michael B. Jordan, of course, directed this one. The camera movements are a little bit different than a lot of other boxing movies or even previous like Creed movies. So I think he did a good job in directing the actual fight scenes. I think those worked really well. I think that the camera movement is cool. The punches, like you really feel the impact of them. All that's well and good. As far as the storyline goes on the plus side, I do think that the villain here, of course, played by Jonathan Majors, he's played Damian Anderson, who's like an old person from Creed's past who... They go into the backstory of what he is, what happened between them. I thought his storyline was good. I did like him as a character. He's a little bit, there's certain parts where it gets a little bit overboard towards the end, but everything in the first two acts, I dug it. I said, okay, they built up a pretty good personal relationship, a personal history, and a rivalry, and they get it going that by the time the last fight comes to be, I was pretty well invested in it, like, okay, I want to see what happens. The negative side, though, I mean, the storyline here is there's elements that are good, right? Like I just mentioned, some of the family drama, it's good, but some of it's so preposterous that there's moments that took me out of it. So, there's like moments where even how the fight comes to be, if you are a sports fan at all, I'm a big sports fan. So I like actual real life sports. And just there's no way that any of this would happen. It's totally implausible. And at times, like, it took me out of it where I was like, okay, really? Like, there's no way that would happen. So that kind of hurt it a little bit as far as realism. Now, there are scenes where they do like Showtime, behind the scenes stuff. Really good. Like, that realism I'm okay with. But then they do something so unrealistic that it took me out of it. A lot of people are going to wonder about Sylvester Stallone not being in this. To be honest, I'm okay with the Creed movie without Stallone. The problem is they did not do a good job of explaining why he's not there at all. So I'm cool with them moving on. Like Creed is his own character. At some point, you can't just always have Rocky there because then they're just like Rocky movies. You have to move on from it. The problem is the way that it played out and all the behind the scenes drama. Like, it's just not a successful way. He's just sort of not there. And that kind of hurt it too. Like, you're kind of just wondering, where is he? Like, why isn't he there? And so that kind of hurt it. I think they could have done something with some dialogue, something, write him some way where he's not there. So that does hurt it overall more than I thought it would because of the way they handled it. If it handled better, could have worked. Other than that, I think the movie's okay. Honestly, like, pretty average. Again, the villain was cool. Like, Jonathan Majors is awesome in this movie. His performance is great. I was really digging him. Michael B. Jordan's good. He's good as Creed. His performance is good. There is something I will say, and I'll wrap up with this. There is, in the last fight scene, he does something with it that will either work for you or totally not work for you. And I will leave it at that because I don't want to do spoilers. But I will say the people I saw this with, I don't really think it worked for them. For me, I understood what he was going for, and I thought it was interesting, but I can't say that it completely worked for me either. So that being said, I thought it was fine, pretty average. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. There's more good than bad in my opinion, but there's enough corny stuff and kind of preposterous storyline that it doesn't totally work. I don't think it's as good as Creed 1. And I know some people don't like Creed 2. I don't even think it's as good as Creed 2 for me. So 6 out of 10. I did see it in IMAX. The fight scenes were filmed in IMAX, and those were cool. Very, like widescreen, really cinematic. But I don't know. It wasn't my favorite. It was just okay. So If you enjoy the review, please go ahead and make sure you give us a like down below. And also, please subscribe to the channel if you don't already subscribe. We're going to be doing every week theatrical reviews, of course. We're going to be reviewing physical media in 4K, and we have live shows every Monday. So if you like that kind of stuff, please consider giving us a follow. Next week, I will be reviewing Scream, fresh out the theater. So thanks for watching. Take it easy.